Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. Today I'm going to talk about some of my favourite sets of darts over the year that we've had coming up to Christmas. It's always nice to recap on some of the darts we've reviewed. My top 5 darts are a little bit wild and wacky. It's not just about how I've thrown them, but it is my own personal opinion, obviously. I'm going to start off with, obviously, number 5, which I'm going to start with the Mission Archon darts. These looked absolutely fantastic. The grip with that Archon logo milling at the front with the black and bronze PVD coating, it was something really, really striking. Obviously, it was a 97.5% tungsten, which absolutely fantastic. Kept them really, really thin, gave the weight a bit more into it so they could keep the width down, which was a massive 6.2 millimeters. That was so fantastic. They were really, really thin. You could get some absolutely tight grouping. The milling was nice, and the grip, for me, obviously, I prefer less grip, so they were a little bit grippy there. I gave them a grip rating of 4 when I'd done the review. So definitely quite grippy. I'd done the 201 in 6 darts as well, so I was more than happy with that. Obviously, they're a centre weighted dart as well, but they are a fantastic dart for so many different players. Obviously, you've got the more standard sort of grip at the back of the dart where I was holding that extra milled grip at the front that was like that tri pattern, which is the actual Archon logo. The weight of 97.5% tungsten is also fantastic. It's the highest content currently on the market. Obviously, there have been some other darts with a high content as well, but these are obviously readily available and still for sale. Price point was £84.95. Quite a high price point, but again, with that massive tungsten content and all that extra milling, I think that's a great price considering some darts you're spending well over £100 and it's got so much less detail than these darts. They feel nice, they throw nice, and they definitely are like my number 5 set of darts that I've thrown and reviewed. The weights came in 22, 24 and 26 grams, so there's plenty of choice as well. But like I said, a fantastic dart for Mission, and that's why it's come in at my number 5. Number 4, I choose the Harrows Vwing Anniversary Edition, the Gold Edition. I am absolutely mortified that Vwing darts stopped being in production. They were a fantastic dart. I used to throw them years ago. For them to bring out this anniversary edition in these classic dart styles, I think is innovative, and it's giving the darts players what they want. So many darts players used to throw a set of darts absolutely fantastic, then they get discontinued, and then they're having to find another set of darts. Rebringing and rebranding these darts, I think, is great because darts players like myself can get these darts again and hopefully start playing really, really well. Obviously, I thought I'd done really well with them. I done it in 6 darts, which I was more than happy with. They felt just like they did when I first started throwing them, like 7, 8 years ago, 9 years ago even. And I do love the gold coating as well. The grip rating on them I gave a 2.5 because obviously it's that long taper into that wide scallop area. Gave a fantastic push point. The ring grip felt really, really nice. I only gave it a grip rating of 2.5 because obviously the ring grip gave you a nice grip, but the push point just pushed it up that little bit to give you a little bit more control, and obviously I got a nice clean release with it. It's a 90% tungsten dart, so not too bad. It's a balance between the width of the dart and the weight, so it's good for getting tight grouping, and obviously it's a slightly front weighted dart as well, so it's going to suit quite a few different people in their styles of throw. Obviously the wider section at the front, if you're a front thrower, you've got that standard ring grip still, and if you do throw slightly from the middle or further back, you've got that long taper into that wide scallop section at the back, and they flew absolutely fantastic. Price point is £45.95. Great price, considering it's a set of darts that originally you couldn't get anymore, but for them to come back out is absolutely great. Obviously I thought I'd done really well because I got that 158 finish. Really made me think about getting these to keep as my everyday set. But I saved that for a little bit further up. But yeah, a great dart, lovely grip to it, and they fly nice and true, which is why they come in on my number 4. Now, my number 3 darts are the Shot Michael Smith Believe darts. I did like these. I love that extra milled section, the lateral groove with the red in, and then obviously you've got that slight taper at the back, giving you a nice push point with the standard ring grip. Whether you're a front or rear gripper sort of thing, these are going to suit you. If you're a rear gripper, you've got more of a push point. If you're a front gripper, you've just got that grippier section with the lateral grooves. Again, flew really well. I got these in 6 darts. I got the 201. Not the greatest throw sort of thing, and personally they're not a set of darts that I would use every day because of the type of grip I have and the type of throw. But they definitely come in on my number 3 because they have that striking look, and it's got a great balance for depending on where you're gripping and your style of throw. Price point is $69.95. Which again, it's a player's dart, so they do fetch a premium at some point. But I think that's a really reasonable price, especially for shot darts. Anyone that's watched the reviews know I do like shot darts. They are a fantastic quality. They feel really good in the hand, and like I said, you can feel the quality when you're throwing them. They have that premium feel to it. Weights they done in 22 up to 26, so 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Loads of range. Doesn't matter if you're a light or heavy dart thrower, it's there for you, and all in between as well, because obviously some darts do either the even numbers, others do the odd numbers. This does all of them from 22 up to 26 gram, which I think is fantastic because it really opens up the market for so many more players. 90% tungsten as well, so again, really nice, striking, and they felt nice with that lovely front weighted balance as well, which is why they come in at my number 3. Right, my number 2 were actually my everyday throwing darts for a while, and these were the Target RVB Black Edition, the 80% tungsten darts. I absolutely love these. I love the SP point in it. I love the slight taper at the back, which is where I was throwing, which had a standard ring grip, because it wasn't too grippy for me, but I managed to get a really consistent throw with it because my front finger fit in between the 2 nail grip sections at the front, which if you're a front gripper and you like a nail grip, that's going to be fantastic. It is at the widest point for you, obviously. Felt really nice to throw, and the front weight managed to dip the dart into the ball, opening up that treble when I was slightly above, which really worked well. The price point on the RBBs are $48.95, which I know they're only 80% tungsten, but I think it's really worth it because they fly fantastic, and they really are sort of like tailored more, I suppose, to a rear gripper for the push point, but that nail grip adds bit more of an element if you are a sort of like mid to front thrower. The weights on them are 21, 22 and 23 grams, so not a massive range, but obviously they are 80% tungsten, and they do want to keep the width of the dart down so it matches that of the usual RVB darts that he throws. These ones came out slightly longer, if I remember correctly, than his usual sets, only by like 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.3 of a millimeter, but it is a significant difference for a professional when they have those slight differences, because it adjusts the balance of the dart. But for me, they were working really well. I was getting some really good averages, and I believe I've done the 201 in 6 darts, which, like, you know, I'm more than happy to do in 6 darts. Usually I'm sort of like between 6 and 9. So anything sort of like 6 and under, I'm more than happy with. And because they were my everyday throwing darts, that's why they come in at number 2. Okay, coming in at my number one are the Mission Stephen Burton darts. These are the actual darts that I have chosen to throw regularly on a daily basis now. I was throwing fantastic with them up until I injured my arm. I had to stop playing for a little while, but now I'm getting back into darts again. These are my go-to darts. I absolutely love the scallops on there. It gives me a nice consistent grip and a real consistent release. I'm only giving it a grip rating of 2 because it is a smooth scallop, so you're not getting loads of grip, but you're getting a beautiful push point, and it's going to be in the same place every single time. So it gives you that confidence that your throw is going to be the same, and then you can sort of like tinker about with little things just to improve it and get that accuracy that you want and that consistent release. Price point on these are $49.95 for a 90% tungsten player dart. I think that's absolutely fantastic. They look really, really good with the black PVD coating and the yellow accents. But yeah, these are definitely my number one choice at the moment. The weights are only 23 and 25 grams, so there's not a massive range. I'm actually using the 25 gram, slightly heavier than I'm used to, giving it a slightly thicker barrel, but I'm still getting some really good grouping. I've had some fantastic 11 darters just before I injured my arm. So yeah, I was more than happy with it. I done the 201 in 5 darts with them, and I got a 180, which is fantastic. As I said on the review, it's fantastic to be able to throw Stephen Burton's darts really, really well on camera, because he always smashes me up whenever I've played him. I think I've only beat him once in all the times I've played him, because he is a fantastic player, and it's great that he's got his own set of darts now out on the market. They're a mid-weighted dart as well, so obviously I'm a rear gripper, and they'll suit a front and rear gripper with that scallop. But if you are a mid gripper, you've got that textured sort of like ring section in the middle. It's slightly wider, but again, wherever you hold it, they're going to fly true. They're a mid-weighted dart, and you can really get to grips with having a consistent grip and consistent release, because if you're using the scallops, you're in the same place absolutely every time. This is why I'm giving them my number one spot, because these are my daily go-to darts. Hopefully you've enjoyed my sort of like catch up and my top 5 darts that I've reviewed this year, going from Christmas to Christmas. If you want to sort of like check out the reviews and the information, head on down and check out the links. Make sure you leave a comment and let us know if you've got any of these darts and how you get on with them. I do try and get back to you all. Make sure you tick subscribe and tick the notification bell so you know about anything coming up in the future. Not just reviews and things like this, but something for everyone. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Bye.